A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a somber development amidst the ongoing conflict, the remains of Eliyahu Churchill Margalit, a 75-year-old Israeli hostage killed during the Hamas assault on October 7, 2023, have been identified by the Israel Defense Forces, IDF. Margalit's body was handed over by Hamas to the Red Cross in Gaza, marking a tragic chapter in the hostage crisis that has gripped the region. The IDF confirmed that Margalit was killed at Nir Oz kibbutz during the initial wave of violence, with his remains later taken into Gaza. His death was officially announced in December 2023, leaving behind a family in mourning, including his daughter Neely, who was also kidnapped but released in a subsequent deal. The Israeli Prime Minister's office has pledged to exhaust every effort to recover all fallen abductees, emphasizing the emotional toll this crisis has inflicted on families across the nation. Margalit, known affectionately as Churchill, is the 10th deceased hostage whose remains have been returned to Israel, part of a broader agreement that mandates Hamas to return all deceased hostages. However, families of those still unaccounted for have voiced their discontent, accusing the government of betrayal for signing a deal that they feel has not adequately prioritized the return of their loved ones. A protest is scheduled for Saturday night at the Hostages Square in Tel Aviv, where families and supporters will gather to demand action and accountability. Ruby Chun, whose son Itai was killed during the initial assault, stressed the importance of community support in these trying times. He articulated the struggle of families who are caught between the desire to move forward and the unresolved anguish of their loved ones' fates. Meanwhile, Hamas has cited technical difficulties in locating bodies buried under rubble, further complicating the situation. In a desperate search effort, bulldozers have been deployed in Khan Yunis to excavate areas believed to hold remains of hostages. The Turkish government has also sent specialists to assist in recovery efforts, although their entry into Gaza remains contingent on Israeli approval. The ongoing negotiations and tensions surrounding the ceasefire agreement, spearheaded by U.S. President Donald Trump, have raised significant concerns among international observers. The ceasefire has seen a halt in fighting, yet sporadic violence continues, with reports of civilian casualties emerging from Israeli military actions. As the situation evolves, the families of hostages remain steadfast in their demands for transparency and action from both their government and Hamas. The emotional and psychological scars of this conflict are profound, and as the search for remains continues, the hope for closure and justice remains a distant, yet fervent aspiration for many. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.